The card game that allows you to collect, craft, clone, and buy cards, create your decks, and rank up in battles. Hello, traveler from distant lands. I'm Orb. Okay, he's Orb. Okay, simple name though. I bear the wisdom of the Majestic world. I want to share my knowledge with you. First, I want to teach you how to create card decks. Proceed by clicking on the card deck. Over here, I guess. Here, before you lay a card, the glowing elements indicate the values of the card. Each value represents the power with which the card can conquer another card. This value can be increased or reduced with elements and equipment cards. The skill of a card is always displayed in the top right corner of the card. Hover over the skill icon to see information about the specific skill. So skill brave when you... to a randomer value of another creature of your color. Okay. In the top left corner you can see the element of the card. Legendary cards can even have 2 of these. It protects the card from an element of the same type. Your card can gain additional element of protection from an equipment card with a different element. Yeah, element there. If the elements of the card and field coincide, you will receive a +1 bonus to all stats. Otherwise, the values will shift a random number of times clockwise. Wow. The glowing belt indicates the rarity of the card. You can get different card rarities by crafting them or obtaining them from different card pads. Okay, so that's common, I suppose. Now, please right click on the card to move it to the deck. Oh. There we go. Creatures cards are placed on the board. But when it comes to strengthening your card or weakening enemy cards, the equipment cards come into play. The value shows where new points will be added when equipment is placed on a card. So over here, right? Like creature cards, equipment cards have skills. The color indicates where an equipment card can be placed. Green on cards in your hand, yellow on cards on the game board, and violet on cards in your opponent's hand. So, yeah, okay. These rarity belts indicate the same thing as a creature card. The rarer the equipment card is, the more powerful it will be. Wanna bet? Now, as we did before with the creature card, please move the equipment card to the deck. After we have added all the creature cards and equipment cards, we can save our deck and compete with other players. After finishing the first deck, we can now go and test your strength in battle. Okay. With a tutorial deck, of course. Ooh, VS tutorial. I wonder. Okay, the match is played between the red and the blue player over 9 turns. The red player always starts first. On each turn, the player may play their creature cards or equipment cards. Wait, one sec though. Let's see. Because I believe, yeah, that got a knock. I just see that now. Oof, come on. And straighten up. Yeah, there we go. That should be better, right? Okay, where was I? On each turn the player may play their creature or equipment card. In addition, it is worth remembering that on turns 2 to 6, players can use elemental powers. Playing a creature card always ends the turn. There are 8 elemental powers. fire, water, air, earth, and then the other ones that are not in the cartoon: shadow, light, energy, and void. Ooh, okay, so we've got elemental power of fire targets. Wait, why is this all? Why is this highlighted? Elemental power fire. Free slot on board or creature on board. Effect reduce. Alright, free slot on board or creature on. Creature on board. Reduces each power value of the target creature or empty slot by 1 per turn for 2 turns. Okay. Water has target is a creature in the opponent's hand. Prevents your opponent from playing the selected card until the end of the next turn. Earth. But then you have to have those on board, I think. A creature card on the board or in the player's hand for Earth. Protects the creature card from being attacked for 1 turn. Free slot on board with air prevents players from placing any creature cards on the selected slot till the end of the next turn. After that, it reduces each value of the slot by 1. Elemental power of shadow. The board. The selected slots will get a reduction of -1 on all values. Then we have light. Creature cards on the board or in the player's hand. Light elemental power can be played on both players' hands and the board. It changes the power values of the target card in all directions by +1 or -1. If the player plays the light on an opponent's hand, the effect ends on the following opponent's turn. Elemental power of energy. Target creature card on the board or in the player's hand. The values of the creature are shifted in a clockwise direction a random number of times, 1 to 3. Yeah, and then a void. Creature on board moves the selected creature card to a random slot on the board. If the slot is already occupied by a creature card, the card swap places. The conquest mechanic is not activated. Each creature card has a different skill. There are 8 skills in the game: Brave, Aspire, Spark, Heal, Armor, Karma, Evoke, and Fear. When you place this creature on the board, it gives +2 to a random value of another creature of your color. For Brave, Aspire. When you place this creature on the board, it gives +1 to a random value of a creature and deducts -1 from a random value of another creature in your hand. Skill Spike. When you place this creature on the board, it will throw a magic dot that reduces a random value of a creature in the opponent's hand by -1. And Heal. When you place this creature on the board, you add a place on a value of a random creature in your hand. What? I don't understand that. Armor. When you place this creature on the board, a skill is created on a causal value that will ignore a point of attack of an opposing creature's value. Karma. While this card is in your hand, it gives +1 to a random value at the end of each of your turns. When you place this creature on the board, you summon an ephemeral on an empty slot with a -1 on one side. You can place a creature on it. Evoke. Okay. Fear. When you place this creature on the board, it detects -1 from a random value of a random opponent's creature card on the board. During the mulligan, players have the opportunity to exchange cards for other cards from the deck. So we get this. Do I drag it or... Okay, so I drag it. So it's got Brave. A creature played on a board with the same element will give +1 to all values. Now playing a Legil card on a board with the fire element? What? A creature played on a board with a different element will cause an elemental collision. The card values will be rotated a random number of times. Now we can play a Legil card on a board with no element. Playing a creature card on the empty board has no effect on the card. Moreover, the Brave skill will not work when you don't have any cards on the board. Okay, yeah, so it kind of works like the card game in Final Fantasy VIII, for instance. After placing a card, the applicable values are compared. The card with the greater value wins. Okay, yeah. And now, yeah, for the tutorial. If the value of the creature is lower, the other card has not been conquered, but nothing happens then. Okay. Wait, what? So there is a chain effect. Okay. Creatures on the table can conquer other cards, triggering a conquer chain effect. Now you know everything you need to face your opponent. Play cards and power elements to win. Okay. So let's see. I think it's best, and that does +1 on the top, +1 on the side. Yeah. +1 on the left and bottom. You have emotes. Let's see, we've got Evil Bat over here, which is that. I think the safest bet is Dalnar here, for now, you know, so that we don't immediately... Okay, we have Evil Bat there. Do we have anything of fire element? Yeah, we do, but that's gonna be only +4 for the Legil. We do have this, but that will be chained over. It does have a 6 there, but so that becomes 7. If I place it here. Don't think it can go over that. That's just gonna equal. But if I put this one here, I should be able to get that. They'll get it back probably. Oh no, they don't. Okay, so it's rotating. Oh, so if I do this, get both of them. And we've got Brutus, which we go. I think that's it. And then we win, right? 3 card packs, 250 dust, 80 ZDL. Claim. It is a CCG/TCG.